Today we're going to approach a couple of stories that we see in Genesis, two stories that we're very familiar with, and I think you'll be kind of interested in the parallels that we see. One, of course, is the very beginning. In the beginning, God created, and we see the creation of Adam, the first human being, and Hava, Eve, his wife. And then our next parallel is going to be Noah. And so we know as we look at the stories, we see the parallel of in the beginning, God created. And then we will see how Noah basically creates the garden all over again as he plants the vineyard. We know that in the beginning, with Adam and Hava, Adam and Eve, the situation they're created, the serpent, a walking, talking snake, and that's a different story in and of itself. And then we see things get so bad that the earth is flooded, and we see God starting over with Noah and his family. So we basically see a story of Genesis of in the beginning with Adam and Hava in a garden, and then in the beginning again with Noah and his family in the vineyard. So we're going to see some links between these two stories. We see that Eve eats fruit, Adam eats the fruit, Noah drinks the wine, and they both have a downfall. So as we look at Genesis 9, it says Noah, a farmer, was the first to plant a vineyard. Isn't that interesting? He drank so much of the wine that he got drunk and lay uncovered in his tent. Ham, the father of Canaan, saw his father shamefully exposed, went out and told his two brothers. Shem and Japheth took a coat, put it over their shoulders, walking backwards, went in and covered their naked father. And the fact that they were turned away, they did not see that their father was laying there shamefully exposed. Now, a couple of the things that I'd like for us to look at is the creation of mankind in the Garden of Eden, and then again this parallel of this beginning over again after the earth was mikvahd, and that's another story I'll talk to you about. But Noah is a farmer like Adam. Adam was charged with tending the garden, and so the flood story comes. Noah is a farmer and he plants the first vineyard. So we see in the beginning, God creates, and then we see the flood story, and then Noah begins this creation, so to speak, of the garden, the vineyard, all over again. God creates a man from the ground, and Noah is a man of the ground. God plants a garden, and Noah plants a vineyard. The man, Adam, eats from a forbidden tree, and then we see Noah drinks wine that he made from a vine. And both of them, their minds are a little bit affected in what's going on. The man is naked, and Noah becomes naked. The man becomes aware that he is naked, and Noah becomes aware that he is naked. The snake we see in the story of Adam and Hava, he's an instigator of the evil and is cursed. And then we see Ham as an instigator and is cursed. The snake becomes subservient to his former colleagues. We see this walking, talking snake. All of a sudden, at least I haven't seen any, I haven't seen any snakes that their legs are removed that are talking. So we see the snake become subservient to his former colleagues, and that Ham becomes subservient to his brothers. So I think as you reread the stories, and I invite you to join us on Wednesday mornings in Springdale. We're going to be starting over in the book of Genesis and understanding some of the wording and the language in there. But we see that these stories parallel, and how it started in a garden, and God creates a garden, mankind, and we see then the flood story. Then Noah and his family basically start the human race again. So I think you'll see some interesting parallels here as you read the story, and I hope you'll come back and join us as I do these snippets of our Jewish Christian Study Center understanding of the Old Testament, Torah, and the New Testament. Thank you for being with us. Hope to see you soon.